As of now, we have gotten a glimpse of what the new Street Fighter 6 game is going to have in store. We have had a couple of characters reveals, stages, and an open world concept, but there are some things still missing. Like for example, the whereabouts of Bison in the Street Fighter 6 game. Many people think that his end was in Street Fighter 5, at the hands of Ryu. But what if I told you that there's plenty of evidence to suggest that he is still not done, that he is still alive? Without further ado, let me welcome you to the Street Fighterverse. To begin our episode, we have to understand the basis of Bison's power and its energy. Bison utilizes what is called the Psycho Power. By definition, Psycho Power has been described as the dark side of Soul Power, a power demonstrated by Rose. Psycho Power feeds off of the fear, anger, and the hatred of others. This energy can also affect the skin, body color, and hair of people, as shown in the case of Violent Ken and Bison. Let's see what other factors this power brings. This energy also grants him the ability to be intangible, meaning being unable to be touched or grasped, not having physical presence, flight, float, teleport, use telekinesis, soul manipulation, though he can only possess another user's body if they are exposed to Psycho Power, and control the minds of other beings, like the dolls for example. In the ending of Ed in Street Fighter 5, we see him being disturbed by the presence of Bison as a ghostly figure presence, aka Phantom Bison. This is the form Bison takes after his body gets destroyed. In this stage, his consciousness is living in a bodiless form, sort of like a ghost through his Psycho Power. Despite the lack of physical presence, his will and power remain intact. He has an encounter with Minette, which she tells him, "I guess I forgot, but you two will have some rough times ahead. Good luck." This could imply many things. Maybe she is talking about Abel, or maybe she's just talking about Falk, since he is closer to her. In my opinion, she could be referring to Bison, since he is basically a manifestation of the Psycho Power. Also, does Ed lead the Neo Shadaloo? What is the Neo Shadaloo exactly, though? The organization's goals and intentions, and their ties to the fallen Shadaloo are, according to Falk's character story, is to find and help those who were victims of Shadaloo's experiments. It has been stressed repeatedly in storylines that both Ed and Falk utterly hated Shadaloo, due to both being former replacements for Bison. The group is considered to be very much against the original Shadaloo, and benign in motivation. My question is, how many so-called failed experiments did the Shadaloo leave behind? Could this be a plan from Bison to mind control the new Shadaloo and regroup all of his experiments into one big army? And how did he divide these powers? Well, Ed inherited Bison's ability to eject Psycho Power. Falk inherited Bison's ability to inject Psycho Power into objects. Baba inherited Bison's wisdom and high intelligence. An oversized gorilla who is smart? He kind of reminds me of someone. And the unnamed member inherited Bison's ability to teleport. You may be asking, what is the reason for the division of his powers though? Well, this is what Nakayama had to say. There is a reason for splitting up Bison's abilities. Maybe he knew he was going to have a confrontation with Ryu, or maybe he wanted to come back in some way and continue as a king of fighting, even if his body is destroyed. If you see the ending of A Shadow Falls in Street Fighter 5, Ryu engages with a Hadouken, filled with the power of nothingness, to apparently destroy Bison. We have to keep something in mind. Ryu was barely learning the technique, or at least had a grasp of it. I really doubt that blow had the power or experience to destroy Bison completely, since mid-game, Ryu was still trying to control the Dark Hado. Just look at the grin and laugh Bison gives to Ryu after he gets his body destroyed. This scene alone leaves the door open for his possible return. Also, as you know, Fang is Bison's right-hand man. In his ending, he states that, "I will eliminate all obstacles, prepare for battle, and help Lord Bison conquer this world." Fang is not dead. Fang knows everything about his experiments and hidden bases all around the world, which makes him an ideal key for his return in Street Fighter 6. This is not the first time Bison has had to regroup his body to come out stronger. In our opinion, we feel that Bison just played the waiting game, stepped back, and regrouped. And Bison waited patiently till Street Fighter 6 to arise stronger with the mind-controlled Neo Shadaloo at his disposal, Fang at his side, and the likely experiments he had stored all over the world as part of a master plan that we still don't know of. Do you think M. Bison could return in Street Fighter 6? Let us know in the comments section down below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay up to date on new theories and info. This has been your Street Fighter host. Welcome to the center stage. Our new Discord server. There you can talk with us, chat about current events going on in Street Fighter, information, theories, and lore. We'll leave the link in the description box below. We want to thank everyone for tuning in and becoming part of the Street Fighter community. We want to thank you for your positive comments towards our channel because it only habilitates us to grow even more. From the Street Fighterverse crew, we thank you.